This channel is a group of investigative journalists who make educational documentaries showcasing and educating society, especially parents and legal guardians, about potential scenarios that result from young people and adults conversating online if left unchecked. We conduct thorough interviews with consenting adults in an attempt to understand their perspective on why they partake in these conversations online with people that are not of age. The goal of the interviews in these videos and the videos themselves is to gain an understanding of the perspective of the individual being interviewed, so parents and the rest of society can be educated and aware of potential thought processes and desires of adults online to unsupervised persons not of age. These videos are not to cyberbully, harass, degrade, accuse, or threaten any individuals partaking in the interview process or in the video itself. We do not condone any of these actions. These videos are strictly educational, and we grant full permission for academia, which is any classroom setting or in scholarly papers, to show or cite our videos. To ensure that these videos are strictly used for educational purposes, we strictly adhere to YouTube's community guidelines, such as not revealing someone's personally identifiable information, in other words, PII. YouTube defines personally identifiable information as their home address, email addresses, signing credentials, phone numbers, passport number, medical records, or bank account information. We thoroughly look at and edit our videos to ensure that none of this information about any individual is shown in our videos. To ensure extra privacy for each person that is a subject of an interview in any of our videos, as of September 1st, 2022, to thoroughly comply with YouTube's harassment and bullying policy, there will be no mention or information about the last name or first name of any person interviewed in our videos. Due to potentially illegal activities discussed in our videos, law enforcement in the respective jurisdiction we conduct these interviews in is notified of each interview and video filmed by us. We are not accusing any individual interviewed of being guilty or committing a crime. That is the job of law enforcement. We are not vigilantes, and we do not condone vigilantism or vigilante behavior, such as taking the law into your own hand or not notifying law enforcement when a suspected crime takes place. We are investigative journalists. Trigger warning. Some of what can be discussed in these videos can be sensitive to some, emotional, or stressful. The only goal of these videos is to educate the public. At the end of each video, as of September 1st, 2022, there will be an educational portion at the end to discuss what was talked about in the video and to discuss what people can take from that video and learn from and tell others about. Our goal here is to bring awareness and educate the public. Now the video will start.
If you want to get ad-free access of our rawest, unedited, and uncensored catches, exclusive live streams, and behind-the-scenes phone calls, join our locals for the low price of just $10 a month. And don't forget to get yourself something new like our exclusive Air Gordon t-shirt, only on PredatorPoachers.com.
1402 Sam. We're checking L0ADED now.
Don't resist, you'll make it.
Yeah, if we go so far this way and don't see him, let's just go to where he's parked and just like wait at his car.
He's on the right over there?
Was that him?
No. Oh wait, he's right to the left. Right
Just on the street?
Yeah, right to the left. You know?
I don't see him yet.
He's right there.
It's like I'm...
Right to the left.
Look to the left.
Oh!
Do you want to turn around first?
Yeah, just turn around first. God, he's like a corn man. He just had a van stop behind him.
Tell her to say that.
Yeah. Or just go in front of him. Go in front of him so I can get out. Yeah, here, I'm getting out right here. Hey, sir, you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, you sure?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I want to talk to you about Maddie, okay? Or about who's talking to you. Do you mind just putting that up?
All right.
Appreciate you, man. What's up, Donald? I'm Gordon. Nice to meet you.
How you doing?
Good, good. Any weapons on you at all? Or you got a... Okay, can you just drop it, please? Or
Yeah.
you just completely drop it. Thank you. Okay, can you just step away from it, please?
I'm not really bad.
Just step all the way from it.
Okay.
Thank you. Any other weapons on you?
That's all.
Okay, mind if I pat you down?
That's fine.
All right. Can someone come pat him down, please? Is the safety on or no safety?
it's on.
Safety's on, okay.
Here, you pat him down. I'm gonna unload him.
All right, appreciate it. All right, just don't try anything if you don't mind. Clips out?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, yeah, I just want to talk to you about it, okay, if you don't mind. Here, just hang on to the, just make sure. Just, yeah, hang on. Okay, is there nothing in the chamber? Okay. I assume you know what I'm here to talk to you about?
Yes.
Okay, I appreciate it, man. You seem like an honest dude. Okay, so basically, here, yeah, let's just go in the street here, just so we're not pushing each other off the ledge, and just so we're away from any weapons. All right. So look, dude. I mean, I can see, like, obviously, I can see it on your face. I just want pure honesty here. Do you work at all?
Yes.
Okay. What do you do for work?
Uber, Lyft, and Walmart Spark.
Walmart Spark. All right. Well, I appreciate what you do. There's a lot of people on here that can't drive, so I appreciate you for keeping the community fed, because you know I need that shit, as you can tell. So I expect you to be honest with me. I know you will. I mean, I think you've lived your whole life honest. So what am I here to talk to you about?
Meeting up with her.
Yeah, appreciate it. Why would I talk about meeting up with her?
I was honestly just seeing if she was real or not.
No, I get that. But why do you think I'd talk to you about her?
Underage.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. How old is she?
Said 11.
Yeah, absolutely. So I have the messages here. I don't feel like we have to go, read every single one word for word if you're honest. I mean, that's not, I appreciate you taking accountability and all that shit. So how did y'all find each other?
Instagram.
Instagram, okay. How long ago was this?
A few months.
Got it. Did she say hi first? Did you say hi first? How'd it kind of go?
I said hi first.
Okay. So how'd the conversation go on Instagram?
Like spotty, really. Just talked here and there.
Okay. So it's kind of like just not too frequent?
Not really.
Okay. I gotta ask, how common is it for girls to be on Instagram like this, like trying to talk to older guys?
That's what I've seen it.
Okay. So anybody on Instagram at all from this town, or was it just her? Or?
Just her.
Okay.
I thought I think it's a real person, honestly.
All right. Well, obviously you saw her today, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I hear you. So what was? I see the conversation was pretty cordial. I've read through some of it. I don't like to read too much, but what was kind of talked about in the conversation? Like anything?
It was graphic, but I didn't really think it was a real person.
Okay. So you mentioned graphic.
Yes, some of it was a sexual nature, but like I said, I honestly didn't think it was a real person.
No, I hear you, and obviously I'm a guy too, and I DM all the time on Instagram. I mean, to a fault at some point. My girlfriend kind of gets mad at me sometimes because I kind of flirt back and forth with people, so I understand that. How to get kind of I guess graphics is the word. How to get to that point? Like what was kind of said there?
I don't remember the details of it, but
yeah, no, I get that. You're on the encyclopedia. But what do you remember?
Like a lot of times, like other app stuff I've chatted, and they've been like, it's fake. I like just kind of trolling them, like, want to see if they're fake or not. Like, I assume they're fake just to kind of prove to myself that they're fake.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not really that type of person.
No, I hear you. When's the last time you had a girlfriend?
13 years.
It's been that long, huh?
Yeah, since I had a girlfriend.
Oh, when's the last time you hooked up with a chick?
A few weeks.
Okay. Yeah, it's been a while. It's not usually a guy needs it more than that. So, so were any pictures sent between the two of y'all, or?
Yes, a few.
Like what pics?
Just selfies mainly.
Okay. Were there any pics at all?
I seen.
Okay.
I didn't think it was a real person.
Fair enough. Did she send any news back to you?
No.
No? Okay. So did y'all talk about doing anything together, or?
Talked about it, but like I said, I didn't think it was a real person.
No, I hear you. What was kind of talked about?
Just kissing and cuddling and stuff.
Okay. Was there anything else you can suck me or anything like that?
I didn't bring it up.
Okay. No, I get that. It takes two to do it. I'm not antagonizing you or anything, but did that somehow get talked about?
A little bit, not much. Like I said, I didn't think it was a real person, and if I thought if it might have been, I kind of refrain from it. Okay.
No, I totally hear you. So I just want to bring this up here because there was a message on your end that said, I want you to try to, and I'm going to. So I'm just kind of wondering, like, what caused us to kind of say that.
I don't remember what led up to it.
Okay. Do you think we got a little bit carried away, or?
Probably caught up in the moment.
Okay, yeah, just, our hormones kind of take over. I get that. Okay. Then there was some, I'm rubbing myself through my pants. I'm going to give you back kisses, all that type of stuff. Curl your top lip over your teeth and put your tongue over the bottom of it. Don't let your teeth touch it. This was you kind of asking her to...
Like I said, I didn't think it was a real person.
Okay, I understand. Have you ever seen a video or anything? Okay. So do you have any, and I don't think this is the case, but do you have any like tendencies or anything? No? Okay. You ever just show your to men to fuck around, or
no.
you don't whip it out for people?
No.
Okay. So did y'all talk on any other app besides Instagram?
No.
Okay. What's up with Telegram?
Telegram's a bunch of, I think it's a bunch of like spams and people want money. It's want to sell news. Like I deleted it a long time ago.
Really?
Yeah, it's not genuine.
Dude, are those people? Oh my God! You're talking about those pizza people, huh?
Probably.
You know what I'm talking about? Those pizza.
Not really.
Okay. Well, people on Telegram try to sell nudes.
Yes.
Okay. Is this kind of like, is it Telegram like group chats, or is it individuals, or kind of both, or?
I guess you could be both. I didn't have it long enough to even really.
I guess in your experience, what was it?
I was finding people off Cure. That wanted a message on Telegram.
Okay.
Then I pretty much just figured out that it's spam and scam.
Got it. Well, obviously, I know you're not actually this type of person. I know you know what I mean, and I'm not gonna say it out loud, but have you come across people on Telegram that you think are a little bit crazy, or a little bit on that line crossing side, you think, or?
Like me, that way?
Yeah.
I've seen comments, yeah.
Where have you seen those comments?
On Cure, you look at anybody's pictures on there, and they're going through them.
Oh, okay. Because obviously, Donald, I know you're a good dude, and I can't fault someone who contributes to the economy, who does the right thing in life. I mean, that's not one little slip up or one, just some internet. I don't think that should be really, it's not too big of a deal. I think we can get it addressed here. But obviously, I think there's people on Quora are probably a step above what we're talking about, huh?
I'd say so.
So what do they comment about?
Like, you looking at it, they're wide open with it.
Pretend I'm totally open with what?
With what they're trying to do. Like, they have no filter.
Got it. Would you say, if you had to use one word to describe the people on Quora, what would you say they are? Sick? Okay.
Yeah.
Why? Because they're like in hospitals, or?
No, like sick in the head.
Okay. Like, would you say they're deviants?
Very.
Okay. What are some of the stuff that, like, how are they into like feet or something like that?
I don't pay attention to them really, man. I've just seen like comments passing by, and that's like about it.
I got you. So who are they making comments about?
People on the site.
Okay, got it. Would you say that they've made comments that like, what do you think the average person would think about those comments? Just kind of looking at them.
I think they're way out of line.
Okay. What do you think should happen to those people in Quora?
At least be banned.
Be banned. Okay. So do they bring up some underage sometimes?
Yeah, they do.
Okay. So when they bring up the underage, like, and look, I know it's not you commenting it, okay, or it's not you like starting the forums or anything like that. I'm more curious. I mean, I didn't even know. I know Quora. It's like that question asking thing, right? Yeah, I know exactly what that is. I didn't know there was forums for that. Like, I know other sites have that, but Quora, I mean, dude, that's a massive help that you're giving me right now. So I have no reason to shut you down, because if you're helping me with those Quora people, I think we're on the same team with this. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, like, what are they commenting about? Like, what are they saying about these underage people?
Stuff.
Okay. What ages have they talked about?
I don't really.
No. Listen, you're just a witness to what they're doing, okay? So if those apartments burn down over there, I'm not going to accuse you of doing it, but I'm going to ask you what you saw, right? So I'm asking, what ages have you seen them talk about?
I really didn't pay attention to specifics.
Okay. Well, what's the lowest age you've seen them talk about? Because that's something that we can come to an agreement on.
I really don't know. Like you just tell he's younger looking, like scrolling through.
Okay.
You see, you scroll by, you read the likes and comments on it as you go.
So are these like pictures they're commenting on?
Yes.
Okay. So what are they saying to those pictures? Like,
I really didn't read them. I just kind of.
well, you said there were comments. So what are some of the stuff you saw?
It's been months I've looked at any of it.
No, I hear you. Like, what are some of the stuff that you saw them say? Like, was it like, I want to f you, or was it stuff like?
More or less.
Okay, so it was pretty like, it's what you kind of say to a right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I got you. So it was like, strip club talk to a minor. Is that kind of a?
More or less.
Okay, I got you. I see. So you have a kid, right?
Yes.
Okay, so do you have one, two, three, one? Okay, so you saw a kid grow up from a baby to an adult now, right? So you can kind of see what like, I know they don't have the age of the kids on the forehead or anything crazy like that, but you do see that, you can see as a father kind of like, you can ballpark an age range what they're talking about. So what ages did you see posted on Quora? Like just ballpark, no, it's not exact, I'm not asking that. Just, if you had to guess, if it was like some like, prize question.
15 to 17 probably.
15 to 17? Okay, were there some sick who would sometimes go lower than that on there?
I'd say probably yes.
Okay, so what would the sick post? Like what ages on there you think, if you had to guess?
I mean, I don't think there's any limit with some of them. They're looking at shit.
Did some of these idiots go down to babies?
I never talked to them. I just just seen comments coming by like.
Okay.
Damn.
So did you see them talk about babies?
No.
Okay, so what's the youngest you've seen them talk about? That's what I'm trying to get a baseline here. That's all.
You have to look it up.
Well, the reason I'm not going to pull up my phone right now and just look it up. I mean, just give me some pointers. Like I don't want to hit a dead end myself. I want to be pointing the right direction. Like I'm not. Like, if I'm asking you directions, hey, how do I get to the gas station? I'm not from this town. I'm going to ask you, hey, point me in the right direction. I'm not going to ask you to completely take me there. And I wouldn't expect you to tell me, oh, just find it yourself. Just point me in the right direction. Like, what ages have you seen them talk about?
I don't know. I didn't see anybody talking about age. I wouldn't.
That's fair. But you've seen them post some young stuff. And look, did you post it yourself?
Post what?
Any of that young stuff?
No.
Okay. So all you are is you're just witnessing this for me, right? That's all it is.
It's like going through a Facebook feed.
Right.
You don't know what's going to be.
Exactly.
Animals,
exactly.
Cats.
100%. And that's why I'm asking about them, right? Because look, like I said, bro, if those apartments burned down and you saw the person doing it, I'd ask you who that person looked like, right? Mm-hmm. That's all. So if you had to guess, what would you say the youngest age they posted on that Quora site is?
I mean, I think it's dudes just putting pictures up there trying to act like they're selling nudes. But they look young.
Okay, so like baby young or toddler young, or like give me a number here if you don't mind.
8, 9.
Okay,
young.
So it looks like elementary school kids.
Yes.
Okay, I got you. But you don't really know. But if you just had to guess, it would be that.
Yes,
okay.
They don't like to stay up very long. People might turn them in.
Moderators and all that. Okay. I see. So when they sell the nudes, like, I don't think you can sell stuff on Quora.
That's like a Telegram.
I got you. Okay. So there's basically sellers of these. So they have these pictures of like younger people. Mm-hmm. They're advertising on Quora. Mm-hmm. Then they go over to Telegram, or they're like, hit me up on Telegram. Mm-hmm. Okay, got it. Can you do me a favor and tell me if you think these are foreigners or Americans?
I say foreigners.
What makes you say that?
Bad grammar.
Okay. Well, we're also in Arkansas, so that could apply to us too.
They start off instead of I am, everything's am. It's like dead giveaway to scam.
That is a dead giveaway. You're right. So do they sell like, is it like the pictures, or they sell links to pictures?
They claim that they have pictures and nudes, but I would never buy a picture, but I don't view children like it anyway.
No, I hear you, man.
It's like I'll chat with them to waste their time because I know it's some foreigners.
Like you just chat with them on Telegram to f around?
Just to waste time.
Okay. Well, that's good, because I mean, the more time you're wasting, the less time they're doing that stupid shit.
That's what I was trying to do.
I mean, how many people do you think you f with on there? That's a very admirable thing.
I mean, it depends. Like if I'm bored and there's nothing going on, I'll troll them. But,
Got it. Dude, it's like the most harmless distraction of what you're doing. I genuinely appreciate it,
no
Donald.
problem.
Yeah, man.
I try to get them to, I just act like I'm interested.
Right.
Just to want to send money and stuff.
Right.
I'll be like, I've got cash. If you can come here. Like, oh no, send it up. No, man, I ain't buying no iTunes card.
Oh, so they asked for the iTunes card. Oh, okay.
You meet me, I'll give you cash money.
Yeah, I mean, you talk to a lot of Indians, Donald.
Oh yeah, very.
But okay. So I mean, how many of these? I guess is a fair thing to say like kid picture sellers? Is that a fair thing to call them? You think?
I mean, it's a lot of times it's grown women too. Like, some of the dating sites you'll find grown women. You can tell not their pictures.
Right. Yeah. And they get money off you.
If I'm bored, I'll message them too.
So how many of these kid picture sellers do you think you've with? Like, if you had to give a total number?
Not many. I don't.
So what? A couple dozen, or
Probably, yeah.
Okay. So when did that start? Like, when did you find out about these people trying to sell these kid pics?
About a year ago, I believe.
Got it. And
I report them myself.
Well, that's pretty admirable, man. When's the last time you with one of them?
Probably a week.
Okay, and that was on that Telegram
Yeah.
app. Okay, I got you.
I deleted it.
Got it. I see. So, have there been times where these have like sent pictures anyway that you've had to report and do all that?
No.
Okay. What ages have you seen them try to offer you?
About the same, 15 to wherever.
Okay, so 8 to 15.
Probably, yeah.
Okay. Any of them offering babies at all?
No, I haven't seen it.
Got it. Dude, speaking of scammers, dude, I was talking to some on WhatsApp. Don't make fun of me. I mean, I f***ed up. I mean, I should have known WhatsApp would have been that, but I think she was from, well, she claimed she was from Canada, but, she hit me with the am, and that's how I found out about that scam. And dude, she was going to send me a nude, because I'd sent her my nudes, and she sends me this mega link. That ring a bell at all?
Mm-mm.
You see that? You don't see these idiots, the scammers with the mega links and all that crap? Got it. Wow. So how'd you find out about that Quora? Like, how'd you find out that Quora is?
I just downloaded it just for a social app.
Okay.
And just I said, I'd look for stuff online.
Yeah.
And it'd send you the Quora, like working on stuff and like car parts.
Oh yeah, absolutely, dude. Even when I was back in high school, I'd type in I don't know who did Louisiana Purchase. I typed that shit in, Quora would have that for me. So I got you. So it's Quora's like the everything site.
Yeah.
Got it. So I guess people can take advantage of that sometimes.
Oh yeah, you get on there and just get to looking around and stuff.
Oh, dude. So out of all those pictures they would post on Quora, what percentage would you say of these pictures of obviously the younger ladies underage? Was it any boys or just younger ladies?
The boys too.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Same ages?
Yeah.
Oh, geez. What percentage of them would be nude versus non-nude?
I don't really think I'm posting a nude pic.
Okay. Is that more so just on the Telegram?
That they claim to just want to sell nudes on Telegram.
Okay, I got you. So the only reason I wanted to bring that up is because, and I'm only asking you because I'm trying to, I don't want to just come to my own conclusions on, because obviously, you're helping me with the Quora. I think if you were insincere, you wouldn't be telling me about Quora, and you wouldn't be saying, hey man, this is what these people are doing on there. I think if you were, on the bad side, you wouldn't be telling me all this stuff. I think you're only telling it to me because, you care and you have you have a conscience and you have the right mind about this. You follow what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So, I got to ask. So Telegram, as you know, it's not exactly encrypted. Teleguard and Session?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Well, those apps are a little bit more encrypted than Telegram is. Telegram is it's pretty much like Instagram at this point. I mean,
download Zangy too.
Is that where they sold some too?
I've never messed with it. But they claim
Okay.
Zangy.
Got
I
it.
figure it's just like Telegram.
So you just downloaded Zangy just cause, or you just downloaded Zangy for the f of it, or?
More or less, just, they'd give you a number to call. Something,
Okay.
older ones would, like, more chat.
So when did you download? How far after Telegram did you download Zangy?
Year and a half. So.
Year and a half ago. Okay. So you were on Telegram for a year and a half, then you get Zangy at some point.
Oh, yeah, I didn't have Telegram very long at all.
Okay.
I downloaded it, found it was scammers, and deleted it.
Fair enough. Yeah, so I wanted to ask, and maybe this is the reason why you deleted it, I don't know. So it looks like some of those scammers, and when I say looks like, I mean, it's 100% happened. I mean, they don't give a f. I mean, if we're talking about Indians, they don't really care about the white man and,
exactly.
Him getting in trouble or, getting with or anything like that, Because I know we like to f with them for fun, but sometimes they take it a little bit too far. And I'm going to tell you right now, I've been in the same position, dude. I was with somebody, and dude, the thing is, they weren't even offering to sell kid pics. It was totally just out of the blue they start sending that shit to me. So have there been times where out of the blue, some of these Indians and these weirdos, like just start spamming these pics to you, and you got to get rid of them and say, get the okay. Because, Donald, we've kind of preserved what was on Telegram. Like we've seen we've seen the chats, you know what I'm saying? And I don't think you're asking for these types of pics or videos or anything like that. All I know is that some way, somehow, these idiots, because I don't see you sending anything to anybody. I don't think that's what you're about. But somehow these idiots have sent stuff to you. And I'm more concerned about, hey, who's behind the camera on these pictures? Hey, who's the one like, hurting these kids? Because I don't care about Donald in Arkansas. I mean, dude, anybody could get those pictures. My grandma could get those pictures. I could probably go through my grandma's phone right now and see some of those pictures on there. So it's so common with these Indians, man. I hope my grandma doesn't have Telegram, but who knows what she downloads nowadays. But, so look, I just want to get clarity. Okay. The only reason I'm bringing it up to you is because I know this wasn't stuff you enjoyed. I know it wasn't stuff you asked for or liked or anything like that. I mean, you did mention like you kind of play into some of it sometimes, right? Like you have mentioned you've kind of with them, trolled them a little bit.
Troll them.
Okay. So what have you said to troll them?
Just pretend like I'm interested. Like just carrying on conversation. Just wait for them to ask for something.
Pretend like you're interested in their pics or something like that.
Or just anything. You can just cut talking.
Okay. How many of these idiots have asked you to trade?
Trade? Mm-hmm. They usually don't want to trade. They just want you to buy their pictures.
Okay. Well, I asked how many of these idiots have asked you to trade?
I can't recall.
What would be your best guess?
Not many. I can't think of any off the top of my head for the trade.
Okay. Do you think it's happened at least once, or do you think it's happened lots of times, or zero, or
maybe a few?
A few.
I can't recall any instance. Nothing comes to mind.
Okay, fair enough.
Specific.
Got it. So, when you say you pretend to be interested, like how does that conversation kind of go?
I just ask them just carrying on conversation.
Well, yeah, no, I know that part, but like, what does that entail? Like, I know it's kind of going undercover, right? So, like, what does that kind of entail?
I really can't pull anything off the top of my head right now. Got
it. Well, here, let's try to. What can you remember? Like, what do they ask you in the Telegram chat?
Mainly, if you want to buy nudes.
Okay.
Just go straight up.
So they don't know. There's no cordial talk. There's no nothing. They just don't give a.
Yeah.
Okay.
They need something. They say they're hungry and they need money on a PayPal card or something like that.
And then they're like, okay, buy these nudes, but give me this PayPal money.
Or sometimes they just ask for PayPal money, they say they're hungry.
Okay. So you say you like kind of play into it. So how do you express? I'm not saying you're interested in the nudes, but how do you express interest in the nudes?
I tell them I do not buy nudes. Like, I don't want to do with it.
Okay. Because I just heard like you kind of troll them a little bit. So like, what do you say to troll them?
Just waste their time, more or less. Just talk to them, ask them how the day. They don't want to talk about it. Ask them how the day's been going, what they've been doing, having fun. Born them. They keep trying to press on money.
Okay, got it. So, and Donald, here's the thing, and I want to get you separated from these people because obviously you found a bad group of people online. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, did you know Quora had that stuff on there, or did you just kind of find
I
out?
happened upon it.
You kind of came across it. I got it. Did any of these idiots on Quora have like group links at all, where you're like, oh, join my group and see some of this?
They send you invitation at the time, but I delete every incoming
Group invitations.
Yeah,
Okay. So let me ask this because I think I'm not going to just put on you that you joined a group because you want to join a group, but did any of these idiots like so you said they invited you to groups?
Yeah, you just pop up, so and so invited you to join their page, or
Okay. Can you do me a favor and kind of like point like what languages are these groups in?
language,
Yeah.
English.
The groups are in English?
Yeah.
What are the group titles usually called?
It'll be so and so's whatever, like their name and their page, and nothing real carried away.
Okay, got it. What would you say, how would you describe the group?
Them just posting pictures of themselves over and over and over and over.
Okay. Were there any like group chats on there where like everybody's talking?
Mm-mm.
Okay. But were these group invites from Quora? Like they were posted on Quora,
Yes.
then you go,
Yes.
okay, okay. How often were these group invites posted like under some underage pic?
I didn't really look at them. It showed notifications. I delete them all.
I got you. Did you stumble upon any groups where you're like, oh, I don't want to be in this. I don't want a piece of what's in here. Let me get the out of here.
No.
Okay. So did any of these idiots? Because look, I know you're not looking for this. Like I mean, that's 100% something I believe, and I'm with you on that. But like I said, Indians and all these idiots, they get the wrong idea about people. They just accuse. They just think because you're on the same like following thing as them that you're going to be into all the shit they're into, and it's not really too fair. Have they ever like placed you in a group that you're like, what the hell? Why'd you add me to this? Get out of that group. Okay. So here's the thing, Donald. Like we've seen that people have sent crap to you that's probably been a little bit on the younger side, and like I said, it happens to a lot of people. You're definitely not the only one in this town that it happens to, and most people that it happens to, they don't want any piece of it. I understand that, but when you mess with the wrong people or kind of troll with the wrong people, it's kind of like it's a little bit like it's kind of like poking the bear a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they can get triggered to just send some you weren't asking for. Like it's not like something you signed up for or anything. Like you're not on like you're not on like littlegirls.com or any crap like that. So but I do want some clarity on this because some way somehow these people have sent younger videos and younger pictures to you somehow. I don't know what's said that they sent it, or what's said from you to get them to send it to you, or I don't know if they just sent it to you out of the blue. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, because some way somehow they've sent it to you, like on Telegram.
I don't recall.
Okay, because Donald, obviously, like there's we can see what videos are watched. Like when you scroll through Instagram, we can just see like, all right, there was a real watch of like the NFL or something like that. You know what I mean? Like it's very apparent. Have these people sent samples to you of what they're trying to sell or anything like that?
I can recall.
Okay. Donald, I'm just going to ask, like, just be very honest about this because, I don't want you to be looped in with those people that are actually into this type of stuff, all right? Because if you were just in the wrong place, and wrong time, it's all good. If you were online and just said, in the wrong place at the wrong time, like that's I mean, it happens, dude. It genuinely happens, all right? But I'm gonna tell you this, you'd be the first person to be on Telegram for about a year and then, mess with these weirdos and then have them not send anything to you. Like that's
I wouldn't like on it the whole year. I just like had the app downloaded.
Right. No, I understand that. So let me get some clarity because if I wasn't like, if I thought that you were just fully into this stuff and all this, I wouldn't be bringing it up to you. You know what I mean? Like I'm just asking for kind of like, I'm not writing you off. I'm not coming to my own conclusions on this or anything like that. I'm just asking because obviously there's been times where they've sent pictures that have probably been just on the younger side. There's times where they sent videos of that stuff. I mean, I'm not wrong about this. I mean, it's obviously just happened. So I'm more curious, like, do these people just randomly send it to you without you asking, or do you f around with them and ask? Like, how does that kind of go, man? That's all I'm asking.
I don't recall receiving any pictures of it.
I'm not saying you received it. I'm just saying they've sent it to you, or they've just put it in the chat with you randomly.
I can't recall. I mean, nothing just standing out.
Okay. So maybe when it shows that it's been viewed, like maybe do they just like post it up in some group or something, and you're just like, oh, scroll past it? Like, has that happened? Because I'm trying to, because on our end, all it shows that some way, somehow, like your profile on Telegram is just seeing some crap. That's it. Okay. I don't know if it's
been deleted for a long time.
Right. So even if you've deleted it, it still shows that like it showed up. So have they sent that you've like deleted and gotten rid of, did the right thing? Like, has that happened before?
I mean, I didn't really spend enough time on it to really get any pictures or anything.
Okay. But there's been people that have offered that to you.
Yeah, to sell.
Okay. So there's been nobody that's like, okay, so there's been nobody that sent a sample or anything like that.
I mean, they close on them, but they sent pictures of somebody off the internet. I'm sure it wasn't them.
Okay. So they've sent some pictures that have been like in close.
Yes.
On Telegram.
Yes.
Okay. Do you think those pictures of the were the kids in those pictures, like, were they taking a selfie, or was it like some
Selfie? You just pull it off the internet.
Okay. What race did it look like those kids were?
It varied.
I guess, what did you what race did you come across?
I've seen white, black, Mexican.
Okay. And on those sample pics, like, what would you say the age range was? Like, was it always girls or some boys too, or?
This is girls.
Okay. What would you say the age ranges were of those sample pics?
15 to 17, probably.
15 to 17. Okay. I see. Do you live with anybody, or are you just
My mom, my brother.
Your mom and your brother? Got it. Do they know? Or do they think you're just like door dashing right now or something? Or
I didn't tell them where I was going.
got it. So you don't know. Are y'all close with each other?
Yes.
Okay, that's cool, man. So with today, like, what was some ride in the country? Where was that supposed to be?
Just watch the sunset.
Watch the sunset. Got it.
But I didn't think it was a real person.
Okay. So when you saw she was real, what was kind of your reaction?
I couldn't believe it.
You couldn't believe it? You were like, is that like you were in shock or something like that?
It is a real person. I couldn't believe it.
Okay. I see. So what was the kind of driving back and forth there for a while?
I didn't know what to do.
Okay. So did any of those scammers on Telegram like see your at all, or?
Probably.
Probably. Okay. Like the ones trying to sell underage nudes, they saw your. No.
No,
Okay.
older than-
Okay. The ones that saw your, like, what was what were you? I guess what was the reason that
They'd ask for it.
they'd ask for your? Okay. Did they ever video call you at all?
Yes, one time.
All right. How long ago was that?
A month or so.
A month or so ago. Okay. How'd that video call go? Like, did y'all?
A few seconds. She just sat there and talked. That was it.
Okay. So here's the thing. Like, here's why I'm kind of we have like a slight disagreement over, real or not. Dude, I totally understand. I think most profiles on Instagram are fake, but all the PP pictures, and all the flirtatious talk, that was said after the video call.
I couldn't really see her in the video. I was uncertain.
Did she talk on there?
Very little.
Very little. Okay. So but this was all after the video call, and obviously coming to the apartments, like.
I wouldn't plan on honestly having.
Okay. Well, here's the thing. It's been a couple weeks since you got some action. It's been 13 years since you had a girlfriend. Dude, I have not come into I haven't shown up anywhere in pajamas to go meet.
I've had them on 2 days.
Okay, well, that's your thing. I haven't shown up anywhere in pajamas to go meet a chick, to not want to do anything with her. Like, that's just me, and that's probably every straight male there is. And here's another thing, too. If, you mentioned you don't like showing your to men. You're not, are you?
No.
Okay. So if you thought it was some scammer or some man.
I thought it was funny.
Well, I don't think, you seem like a guy who takes it pretty seriously. Or takes not being that pretty seriously. You show like there's pictures where you were kind of hard in the pants, and then obviously the pic itself. I think it was the same pajama pants right here. So let me ask this: those pictures, they were sent, I think, a one-time disappearing thing. No.
I don't remember.
Okay. Got it. So, looking at those pictures, because we can kind of see some Instagram chats and Telegram chats, I don't think you've sent those pics to anybody else. Like, were those? I think those were just those were fresh ones. Those weren't like older ones. I don't think. I mean. Correct me if I'm wrong. Like this pic right here of
I don't know.
Okay. So right here it kind of shows like the disappearing thing, yeah. Okay. So that was that just kind of getting carried away in the moment there, or
yes.
Okay. I see. So that's not a pic you just share with everybody, is it? That you're not just putting that out to the world, or
yeah.
Okay. And those I'm not gonna shove a pic in your face, but obviously the pics are there. Were those pics, or those ones you've shown to everybody you talk to, or is those just taken in the moment, or like what was kind of that about?
I don't know.
I'm just asking, like, was that taken in the moment, or was
Carried
that
away?
Okay.
Some of them the new.
Okay, so some of those pics were just like heat of the moment. You just took it that quick.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So if you were those were in a rouse, that wasn't no elephant trunk. That was a log. If you were aroused while you were talking to her, I don't think you can get aroused by a man talking to you. That's because you mentioned you're not.
I talked to other people.
You talked to other people? Okay, you mentioned she was the only one that was talking to you on Instagram. So
on Instagram, I mean, like
right, Donald. I genuinely like you as a person. Like it's totally okay. Like just it's totally fine to get carried away. Everybody makes mistakes. All right, you can confront me about messages I've sent to people too. I promise you. But it's not about the fact that we made a mistake. It's about how we address the mistake. Okay, I just want to figure out kind of why it happened and if it'll ever happen again. Which, I'm hoping doesn't happen again.
Hell no.
I appreciate that, man. So look, Instagram is very easy. There's nobody else you were talking to on Instagram. Your Telegram, you mentioned you're barely ever on there. You talk to people on Quora or anything like that?
Not very often.
No? Anybody on Facebook?
Facebook, yeah.
Okay. How many chicks do you talk to on Facebook?
Quite a bit.
Quite a bit? Okay. Would you say they're scammers, or would you say they were...
people I know.
Oh, people you know. Okay. Those chicks like hook up with you, or are they just like friends? Or
Sometimes.
Okay. So, even if you weren't talking to them at the same time you were talking to, or excuse me, yeah, that wasn't that wasn't happening. But even if it was, if you're getting aroused by some other chick, why would you send your hard to account?
Caught up in the moment.
Caught up in the moment. Okay. So what I think's happening is I think you've seen some poison on the internet the past year that you otherwise wouldn't. Like I think what you've seen on Quora and some stuff on Telegram has kind of changed your mind to be something you don't want to be. Do you think that'd be accurate to say that, or?
Just like curiosity sometimes, but more or less, I don't believe they're real.
Right, but do you think it's put? Do you think seeing some of those pictures on Kiora has put like a curiosity in your mind that otherwise wasn't there, or?
Probably didn't help it.
Right. So it made maybe a situation kind of worse. Is that kind of a like a little snowball effect?
And I don't.
What do you mean?
I've never been with anybody underage. I wouldn't.
No, I understand that. So this was obviously something that came about to be somehow, right? It wasn't just. I don't think you just woke up one day and we're like, oh, I want somebody who's underage. I don't think that happened. I think steps had to happen to make this happen. So, I mean, you were on Kiora and Telegram before you talked to, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. So what I'm asking is, do you think kind of some of the stuff on there planted seeds in your mind that otherwise wouldn't have been there?
I mean, usually I chat with about anybody. Chat and.
Okay. Have you had to block anybody because they were underage?
Yes.
Okay. How many was this on Instagram or Telegram or?
Kiora.
So people have chatted with you on Kiora?
Yes.
Okay, I genuinely didn't know people. So there's like a private message room there.
Board,
okay. How many of these chicks on Kiora have you had to block because they were too young?
I'm really blocking them because it's like, the scammers.
Okay. Well, I guess how old do these chicks say they are on Kiora? Some of the underage ones?
15, 17 probably.
Okay. Any that have been crazy young, like 9, 10? No? Okay. So how does the conversation go with these like 15 to 17-year-olds?
They basically try to sell nudes.
On Kiora?
Yes.
Okay.
That's or to get you to Zangy and Telegram.
Get you to Zangy and Telegram. Okay. Got it. So that's probably not helping anything right here. It's probably just made something come to be that probably shouldn't have been there in the first place. That happens. Internet addiction is bro. I'm telling you, man. It's not a. I think the internet's the problem.
Yeah, I know it is.
Definitely. Okay, so I understand you're not a bad-looking dude, but I mean we're not a player to where we're talking to 5 at once in a way. I mean you're not, some NFL player. Did you ever play football, by the way?
Like a kid.
Yeah, man, you're pretty big dude. Usually towering over people. I'm kind of looking at you at eye level right now. You're like what, 6'2", 6'1"? 6'2". Gotcha, man. What did you play? Wide receiver?
Tight end.
Tight end. Okay, yeah, I could tell.
It's just Pee-wee I wasn't very good.
Okay, got it. Have you always been doing a DoorDash and Lyft, or is that
past year?
What did you do before that?
I worked at the private industry.
Okay.
Delivering parts.
I'm sure Lyft is a little bit easier than that, huh?
Yeah.
I got you. All right. So it kind of makes sense when you stop having that, at 9 to 5, you have time to be on the internet, and then this shit happens. It's starting to make sense, dude. I don't think it's because you're malicious or trying to hurt anybody or anything like that. I think it should just happen, bro. I think that's what it is. So nonetheless, these pics were only for this who was talking to you. They're only for this who was talking to you, and they were not sent to anybody else. These pictures. So there was arousal from talking to, and I know you're not so there's no way you could, unless there is some picture there's no way you could have thought that was a guy and get a hard talking to this chick. Okay, these were all after the video call. All right, so you see how it's kind of looking like, you see where I'm going with this? Okay, so look, man, if I was your boss at Lyft and there's 2 Lyft drivers here in town, and both up deliveries blatantly, or they ate some of the food. How it happens sometimes. Not with you, but some of these idiots, these DoorDash drivers eat some of the food and just treat the customer like dogs. Heard about that shit happening?
Mm-mm.
Okay, but people can fuck up with that stuff, right? With deliveries. Mm-hmm. Okay, so if 2 people with deliveries, and I was like the I guess not Lyft, the DoorDash supervisor here, whatever you want to call it. And one of them was like, oh, I didn't eat any of the food, even though there's a blatant slice of pizza missing. And one of them was like, yeah, man, I was really hungry. I've just been short on money. I got carried away and ate some of the food. Who do you think the supervisor would rather work with? Do you think he'd work with the one who was honest about it, or the one who's like, I didn't eat any of the food and it's blatantly a slice of pizza is missing?
The honest one.
The honest one? Okay. So think of it like this, dude. I already know nobody's driving up and down the street, and you know, going in and out of the gate because you know, they want to see the sunset so badly. That's not, you know, I mean, come on, I'm a guy too. If I was a chick, maybe I'd be like, oh, it's like so sweet. But no, I'm a guy too, man. I've snuck in a chick's house. You know, I'm not too far removed from high school. I'm only 13 years removed from high school. You're a little bit older than I am, dude. Terrible, you know, ass dads. You know, got to sneak it through the window. I've done all that shit before. Okay, so I know this drill. Like, you know it too. You've done it in high school too. All right, it's not a, you know, this is a universal thing that guys do when we're horny. All right. So this was brought up. Obviously, there was brought up where, you know, you on your end it was said, I want to be your first. On your end it said, you know, I want you to me, I want to do all that stupid shit. Who cares? All right, it's just talk. I've
Just caught up in it.
Just caught up in the moment. That's what happened. But what I'm trying to figure out, all right, was this something that was like, and just be honest about it, man, because I mean, I already know this is what kind of we wanted to happen because I have it right here. I'm not going to ask you if you wanted it to happen, but was this something that was like, because you mentioned, I'm going to leave it up to you. It's up to you if you want to do it. Was this something that you were truly going to leave it to her? Or was it something you were just going to force on her?
No, I wasn't forcing nothing. But
Okay.
I figured the way the wording was, want me to be specific about stuff. I figured something like this was more or less going to happen.
I get you. I get you. But
I want to see if the person was real, just
okay,
from my curiosity.
right. But in your mind, like, in your mind, was this something that I'm going to take this girl no matter what? I'm gonna like force her to do all this stuff,
No,
or is this something where you're like, you know, I'm going to leave it up to her to do. If she wants to do it, maybe, but if not, I'm not going to do it.
I never forced it on nobody.
Okay. So with the farthest it would have gone is just leaving it up to her to do any of this.
Probably sitting around talking, really.
Okay.
To be honest, God's truth.
Okay. But you know, we don't have hard and we don't have, you know, all this kind of flirty talk. If you know, we don't want to have. I mean, come on, man. No guys just like to.
I mean, once I seen it was a real person and it was younger.
Well, Donald, hold on, man. I want to stop you right there because if that was the, you know, here's why I'm not necessarily in agreement with you on that. If that was the case, once you saw it was real, all this, your ass would have just went right back to the south side and just went right back home to mom and your brother. Okay, we wouldn't be here right now if this isn't something that we wanted to do. So I'm more so asking, like, how, like, was this something that would have happened did she have to make the first move and bring any?
If anything ever would have happened, she'd have made the first move. But I honestly ain't built that way.
Okay. I'm not saying you are built this way. I'm just saying that a one-time mistake doesn't define who you are. Okay. What defines us is how we address this mistake, right? You know what I mean? You following what I'm saying?
I couldn't live myself if like went through with it. Honestly.
Right. But we're here right now, and you know, we've counted 5 times you drove past the. We counted 5 times you drove past the apartment thing. So what I'm asking is this: would you have let her go full on like intercourse today? Would it just been like some touching, or what?
A hug would be as far as I'd probably go, honestly.
Okay, but what's the farthest that you would have let her go realistically? Because I want to know what you were thinking. Because what I'm hearing right now is not what you were thinking coming here. Okay, because that's a guaranteed truth. So if I get the truth right now, this is something that I work with all the time. I don't work with like, it would have been a hug, but in your mind it was totally something else, because I've been that guy before that's come to meet chicks discreetly, okay? I've done it before. So in your mind, what was the farthest it could have gone? Be honest with me, because it wasn't no hug, but like, I'm asking, was it full on like intercourse she's gonna get, or was it like just, that's what I'm wondering, bro.
I'm being honest with you.
Well, I'm asking you to be actually honest, not this hugging.
I'm being honest.
Donald, it doesn't.
I mean, I was talking, you know.
Right. But when you
I didn't think Jason lived to you.
But you saw her, and then you
Yeah,
kept
see.
trying to come in, and you said, I'm coming. You even parked your car and started walking that
Yeah,
way.
I couldn't have went inside that. I could have talked outside.
Donald, but you didn't say it. And you said you were going to take her for a ride in the country. So in your mind, where's the country? I think we are in the country right
A
now.
little block, around the block.
Around the block, okay. But when you say country, that's not around the block. I mean, how far out of town are we talking here?
Like around a loop. No.
So just a little bit out of town?
I'd have been too scared to go anywhere.
Okay, but Donald, if that was the case, you would be home right now. You wouldn't be here. So, look, dude, I promise you, I'm not mad at you. All right, I care more about what really sits well with me. I don't care if somebody makes a mistake. What sits well with me is how the mistake gets addressed. I can't stress that to you enough, man. So, blatantly having erect pictures that were only sent to her, messages that like about intercourse that were only sent to her. And then, hearing it would have just been a hug when we're coming like in a hoodie and sweat. I mean, Donald, like all I'm asking is honesty. If it was, I'm more concerned about whether it was gonna be forced or consensual. That's really what I'm trying to figure out. Cause I already figured out that, you're a horny guy that wants to have sex. I don't care about that. That just shows me that you're working. I'm more concerned like, is this something you would have just let happen if she wanted it? Or is this something you would have just forced onto her? That's what I'm curious
I
about.
wouldn't force anything, but I wouldn't.
So I want to hear from, what's the truth then? Like, because you asked her about and all this stuff. Like, have you ever seen? We're just going to let her be curious. I mean, that's not the end of the world. I'm just asking you.
I don't even know.
Okay. Well, let me ask this. What's the farthest it could have gone? Like, would it have been straight on intercourse? Would it have just been some touching? Like, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Maybe hugging.
What else besides hugging, Donald? Because there's no way. That's just not what was in your mind, man. I'm not saying I'm a mind reader, but I'm just saying I've been on this earth almost as long as you have, and I know what a guy thinks. I'm also a dude who likes chicks. So
Honestly, it's just really the curiosity of seeing if they really lived here.
Okay, so you saw that she lived here, and then you proceeded to go to the apartment.
I'd have just chat just through the fence.
It wasn't a chat through the fence. You said you were gonna pull. You asked her.
I'd have pulled in and talked right there. It'd have been like
Absolutely not. Donald,
Donald,
you told her to come outside the gate.
I went for a ride then, but like I said, I wouldn't have went in the house.
You wouldn't have what? You wouldn't have went in the house?
No.
You would have gone for a ride with her.
Yeah,
okay.
I wouldn't.
So do you expect me to believe that you would have just after sending in erect pictures that were erect because of her, because of the chats with her, because of her, it was not because of a guy, because you don't send to a guy. After erect pictures, after, saying I want to be your first, after, I want to you and, I want you to suck me, would you swallow my? This was also asked of her. After all that, you expect me?
Caught up in the moment.
I get it was caught up in the moment, and this was caught up in the moment too. I'm not mad at a guy for being caught up in the moment. Okay, what doesn't sit right with me is when, you're telling me that the sky's purple right now when it's obviously just blackout. That's what kind of is like, what are we doing here? So, Donald, realistically, what was kind of what were you hoping for? Or be honest, because I'm giving you this chance now, because I don't want to just wrap this up and then just say, oh God, he's just blatantly dishonest. So what were you hoping for? I'm genuinely curious, dude. I'm not going to turn around and then backstab you because of this. I'm just curious, because I want to make sure this doesn't happen again. In order to make sure it doesn't happen again, we gotta address really what was happening. So I really want to know, dude. Just be honest. Like, were you just horny and you just wanted to get some? I mean, it happens, man. It really happens.
I mean, I was horny, but I didn't believe it was a real person. Then,
okay, were you horny? When were you horny today? Is that your phone or your sticking out right now?
Gun.
Okay. Did your hormones lead you here today? Were you just
curiosity mainly led me here today.
Okay. I know I'm horny as shit when I go to a chick's house. I don't think it was because of her age, dude. I don't think you thought, oh, she's 11 years old, this is why I want to do this with her. I think it was just a chick in town that you thought was cute and just wanted to hook up with. That's what I think it is. And that's what I know the right answer is. But I mean, you tell me, is that just what it is? You just thought she was a cute chick and you just kind of put her age to the side and just didn't really think about it, honestly?
Kind of get, I mean, just talking, you get knowing somebody.
Okay. And here's another thing of why I know that. Here's another thing of why I know that we wanted to get a little bit today. Because you waited till mom was gone. And you didn't ask her, you didn't go up to mom and say, hey man, I want to babysit your kid. It was, hey, when's mom gone? Let me know. I've been through that with chicks before, man. Do you have any condoms on you?
No.
Okay. So would this have been maybe not intercourse, but maybe just harmless, or just up to her to do? Like, really? Just be honest, dude.
I mean, I don't even know. I wouldn't force nothing. And
Okay.
I don't believe I.
So realistically, if she was the one that was like, hey, can we do some of the stuff we talked about? I mean, is there a chance that you oblige and just say, hey, if it's something you want to do, it's really up to you. Just honestly, I'm just asking for the truth, man. That's all I'm interested in.
I honestly don't know.
Okay, between the chances of like 1 to 10 of 1, oh, there's no way I'd do anything with her ever, with 10 being, yeah, I'd definitely let her suck my. What would you say the chances that that could happen today is?
2.
A 2? Okay, so there's a slight chance this would have happened?
I mean, it wouldn't have been my, like, it had been just caught up in the moment. Like.
Okay. Which has happened a few times with her before. So do you think there's a slight chance that we could have got a little bit carried away today and just let some shit happen that could have been regrettable? Or just honestly, I appreciate your honesty.
I honestly don't think so.
Okay. So do you understand that nobody believes that, right?
I mean, I understand.
Okay. And do you understand that you yourself don't even believe that? Like, you yourself are just telling you are just telling yourself this because you're actually ashamed of like what was said. And I genuinely appreciate you for that. I promise you, Donald, I appreciate you for that, man. Okay. But in order to take full accountability, there needs to be honesty. So dude, this is the first time in your life this is happening. So you've been on Earth for 41 years, right? Mm-hmm. Dude, for 40 of those 41 years, this would be something you would never do, something you've never done before, all right? But we're talking about today. We're talking about the mistake that was made today. And I think it's a symptom of the internet, all right? So I'm asking you, like, I'm asking you, is there a chance that you could have made a mistake today with her and just got a little bit carried away and just do some touching? It's not that big of a deal. I'm asking. Maybe
touching.
Touching where? Like
hugging. There's a touch. When I could like face with this could happen. I could shut it down.
I don't think you can. Cause you how many months did you talk to her for?
1, 2, wasn't it?
Yeah, and every single day. And when she wouldn't talk to you, there was about 4 messages on your end of it being said, hey, where are you? Hey, I miss you, I miss you, I miss you, I miss you. Donald, Donald, I don't think you're okay? And just because you came here to do some things with someone who's a little bit underage, that doesn't make you, it means you're a knucklehead, okay? If this was a habitual thing, you'd be, yeah, it'd probably be bad, okay? But if it's a one-time thing, that shit happens, dude. But I don't think you yourself even believe that it was just going to be hugging. I mean, the thing is, Donald, I could tell when somebody is like ashamed of something. I could tell when somebody, is not necessarily saying the truth, because you've been honest your whole life, dude. You've been honest with people, haven't you? Mm-hmm. Okay. So honesty is great, but now when we're trying to avoid the truth, you being honest your whole life, it doesn't really help, because now it's so obvious when you're not telling the truth because you're not used to lying to people, okay? So this is probably the first time in your life you've lied to somebody, or at least told a big lie, you know what I mean? You're not used to doing this shit, man.
Can I sit over here?
Yeah, man. So dude, I'm just asking, Donald, these chats, bro, who cares? Just talk to me man to man. So I really don't think you need trouble for this. All right, maybe just get the internet just kind of away from you. All right. Look, there was a up today. All right. Let's just address the up. All right. Hugging my ass. All right. I'm telling you, when I'm with my girlfriend, it's never just hugging. It's never just hugging. When I've met up with chicks off the internet before, never just hugging. Let me ask this: is this something did you want to befriend her and just hang out with her multiple times, or is it just a one-time thing?
I hadn't thought about it. I didn't think it was a real person.
Okay. Was there any definites, like this is for sure going to be one time, or this is for sure going to be something we're going to hang out multiple times, or did you just like not know?
I don't know.
Okay. So you didn't really think that far ahead? Okay. But I'm telling you, man, when I've met up with chicks off the internet, it's never been just hugging. And that's never the case with guys when they meet chicks off the internet, especially if they're willing. You know, that's never the case. Donald, age be damned. You know, if she was 5 years old, okay, it'd be a little bit different, right? There'd be no excuses for any of it, right? But she's obviously a chick that knows how to talk and can walk and, you know, function. You know, if this was a 5-year-old Donald, obviously, I mean, you already know. I mean, you can see how different that is, right? So, look, dude, I can see it in your eyes that you're not happy about this. You're not proud of yourself. And I genuinely appreciate that from you, bro. I genuinely appreciate that from you. But your eyes aren't showing me somebody who's just here for a hug. Because if you were just here for a hug, you'd be like, yeah, I was just here for a hug, man. Off. You're obviously here for something. So, realistically, man, what were you hoping for? And I want to know, is it because you have a curiosity about younger people, or you're just horny? Like, I'm not even gonna read the chats, bro. Just tell me as person to person, man to man.
Caught up in the moment.
Horny, caught up in the moment. Okay. So did you want like full on, or was it just like some, like, I'm asking you, bro.
I don't know.
What's the most you think you would have allowed to happen?
I don't know.
Could it have been?
I highly doubt it.
Highly doubt it.
Highly doubt it.
What would be more realistic of what you would have allowed today? Because we already know you f***ed up. It happens. So just be honest about it now. Because shit in the street and then just like rubbing it in, that's what you're doing right now, rather than just covering it up and cleaning it off. So clean off the shit, because it's already there. So there's no point denying the shit there. It already happened. So you're too honest. You're too honest to be like this. You're too honest to act like this to me. So what's the farthest you think you wanted it to go, or would have allowed it to go today? Just be honest, Donald.
I honestly don't know.
What would have been a possibility?
I do not know.
I wouldn't ask you something you don't know the answer to. I'm not asking you the quadratic formula or any math. I'm asking you like we both know about. So do you think you f***ed up today?
Oh, definitely.
Okay. I'm telling you right now, taking a chick out who's at her apartment to go see the sunset and giving her a hug isn't up. You know that, right? There's nothing wrong with that. You know what f*** up means, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay. The good part is it didn't happen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, Donald, dude, I promise you're a good person. Do you think I'd be here talking to you this long if I thought you were a bad person?
No.
Okay. So, I'm asking you to just be completely honest with me, man. What were some of the possibilities you would have allowed to happen, and here I'm going to give you this even. I know you wouldn't have forced her to do anything. All right, that I fully believe. So, what were some of the options today, man? Just be honest. I'm just asking for your honesty. Okay, I'm not judging you from the chat logs. I'm judging you for your honesty or dishonesty right now.
I honestly would not have went in the apartment.
Okay, so what would have happened in the car then?
I'd have been.
I know you wouldn't.
I've been too scared. Too scared to do anything, honestly.
Okay, I believe that. Okay, I believe you wouldn't have went in the apartment. I know you would have taken her somewhere. I know you would have been too scared to try something, but if she was the one that tried it on you, how far do you think you would have allowed her to go? Because I think you would have allowed her to do it, and you would have her, because I think that's what you were dying to do. I know I'm not wrong about it, but The floor is yours, man. I think you made the worst mistake of your life today, and I think that we just need to, and I just think we need to be honest about it. That's very simple, man. So, what do you think?
Honestly, don't know. I mean, I don't know. Like, I believe I'd be too scared or anything.
What are the chances are that you think your hormones could have taken over? Do you think there's a between 1 to 10?
I can't even get aroused when I get nervous and scared.
But you were aroused multiple times in the messages, sending it to her, asking her to suck your.
But like face,
Face to face.
face to face, yeah. Like, I'm a lot more bashful.
No, I understand, but you parked your car all the way over there. You came walking a very long distance to go see her. You were going to take her in your car, go out someplace a little bit out of town. So, I mean, I appreciate that you weren't going to force anything, but I mean, because the thing is, Donald, you weren't nervous about you weren't nervous about meeting her. You were nervous about being caught. You were nervous about this happening. You were nervous about the state trooper in the parking lot or whatever. That's what you were nervous about. There was never any time where you're like, oh, we shouldn't do this. You didn't block her at all. In fact, when she wouldn't respond to you, you were the one to continue conversation. Is anything I'm saying wrong?
No.
No? Okay. So let's start with this. What is it about that was interesting to you? Like, was she just pretty or something, or?
I guess so.
What was pretty about her?
I thought she was nice.
Thought she was nice. Have females treated you badly in the past?
Sometimes.
Recently?
No, not recently.
Not recently. Okay. What did you think was nice about it?
Just friendly.
Just friendly. Okay. Did you feel like a connection to her at all, or just like, hey, this is somebody that I'm actually starting to like, or anything?
I mean, I like talking to her.
You like talking to her? Okay. Do you think there were times where you like looked past her age because she was cool to you, because she was nice and all that?
Probably. I didn't really think about it.
You didn't think about her age too much?
Just mainly.
Okay. So that's the thing, dude. I don't think you wanted to her because she was 11 years old and you just get off on kids. I don't think that's the case at all, man. I think this is just a friendly girl that she just started to like, and this is what we kind of wanted to do. I mean, the thing is, Donald, multiple times you said you were excited to hang out. You're asking her to hang out. You're like, when can we hang out? I mean, this was you bringing up the hanging out part over and over again, man. So you don't feel too good about this, do you?
Not at all.
All right, man. So it's time to take accountability, because I promise you, you're going to continue to feel about it until accountability's taken, until the truth comes out. Because if you hold on to that, and I'm gonna be honest, yeah, the truth isn't too flattering. But if you hang on to that harmful truth, man, it's gonna eat at you. It's eating at you right now, man. So just tell me, bro. Like, I know you wouldn't force yourself onto her. You're not the type of person to do that. But I'm just going to ask you this straight up. Did you want to get or do some touching today? Yes or no? Did you want that? Yes or no? Just honestly, man.
I don't.
I'm not saying you wanted to hurt a kid. I'm not saying you wanted to traumatize anybody. I'm just asking, did you want today? Yes or no?
Overall, probably.
Okay. Did you have any other chicks you were on the docket today? Any other chicks on the roster you were hanging out with, or
Just chatting on Facebook.
okay? Can you get for the internet?
No.
Okay, so this was the only chick you were scheduled to go say hi to in person today. Okay. Did you want yesterday?
Probably.
Okay. Did you go see any chicks yesterday or no?
No.
Okay. So you wanted today, and you came to the chick's place. That was the only place that this could have happened at. You know, I don't think. You know, we're in Arkansas, not Alabama, so we're not. You know, it wouldn't have came from your mom. You know, but. So I'm just gonna ask you this, just yes or no question. Just be honest with me because I have the chats. I see it on your face, even though it's dark. If it was up to you, did you want from the chick you were gonna hang out with today? Yes or no? Just be honest. Did you want it?
Like, well, I don't think it's a real person. Not really. I'd have been fine with just talking to the gate.
I understand you would have been fine with it, but I'm saying if it was up to you, like if you were just in total control, did you want from her? Yes or no?
I don't think I could have done it.
I'm not saying you could have done it or not. I'm just saying if it was up to you, would you have had it from her? Yes or no? Because even on the phone with her, when you were walking up and down the gate or driving back and forth, you were like, "You're beautiful. You're so pretty." All this stuff. So did you want her? Yes or no?
I don't think I could have done it.
I'm not asking that. Did you want it from her though? Yes or no? Is she somebody that was attractive enough that you'd want that from her? Yes or no? Donald, I'm just asking you a question, man. I'm truly just trying to get the truth out and get to the bottom of it. Let me ask this: when you were coming here today, did you want this or no?
Like probably over. It was probably on my mind.
It was on your mind. Okay.
Honestly, like I said, I'm for real. I just wanted to see if she really lived there.
Okay. So once you saw that she was there, why didn't you just go home?
It's more or less being like polite, didn't want to upset anybody.
Well, if it was just being polite, then why didn't you just get out of the car and just go up to her immediately? Why'd you go back and forth? Why'd you say come out of the gate?
I didn't know the gate code.
So why don't you? So again, you could have just gone home. Like why don't you told her come out to the gate? Okay. There's no reason to be if you're just saying hi to somebody. Yeah, there's no reason to be scared if you were just going out for a ride. Let me ask this: were you scared because you had some inappropriate intentions? Yes or no? Or because they were kind of there in the back of your mind?
In the back of the mind type thing.
Okay. So let me ask this: was there a small chance that if everything went right, that you would have? Because again, it's just being a guy. It happens, dude. Hormones can be a real bitch sometimes. Is there a small chance that some inappropriate could have gone down between the two of you? Just realistically.
Very small.
Very small? Okay. So when we say very small, are we talking about or full on?
I don't think there's anybody could have sex. I've never really slept with a virgin. I've dated virgins when I was younger, but I couldn't really do it.
Okay, so it had just been small chance of happening. Is that correct?
I highly doubt it.
You highly doubt it. So there's a small chance of it happening then?
That's a very, very small.
Very small chance. Okay. What about the chances of you initiating that?
No.
Okay. So there's a small chance it would have happened if she's the one that brought it up. Is that what I'm hearing correctly?
I'd say so.
Okay. Where would this have gone down?
I don't even know.
Okay. At her apartment or somewhere else? Or
I wouldn't have told you I wouldn't have been in the apartment.
Okay, so it would have been some discreet place. So it would have been some discreet place, or what?
I don't know.
Would have just been somewhere, some place y'all would have found, or something, or anywhere in particular?
I thought I had the car.
Okay. So are you sure there's no condoms on you or anything like that?
There's not.
Okay, so truly the farthest it could have potentially gone is just, but no virginity's taken. Am I right?
I don't even think it went that good far.
Okay, so when we say small chance, 1 through 10, what are we talking? Talking like 5, 6, 4, 5. What are we talking? Donald. What are we talking when we say small chance between 1 and 10?
One, I'd say, because I would not have went in the apartment.
No, I'm talking about just not you going to the apartment. Because I heard small chance. So is that like a?
I'd have been too scared to really do it.
That's you're full of shit. You're unbelievable, man. I cannot believe that. Like, I cannot believe that. Like, I have all these messages here. I have you going up and down the street 5 times, and that's what I'm hearing. You're a terrible liar, dude.
I'm not lying.
You are lying. You're unbelievable.
I probably really like face to face in the moment.
Yeah, face to face, your ass would have gotten carried away. That's why you wanted to come face to face with her, have her go outside the gate, and all that. So tell the truth, man. Just tell the truth. No, you haven't. I'm hearing, oh, wouldn't have happened. Oh, a small chance it would have happened. Give me a break, dude. I have all these messages here of you're getting hard talking to this chick, and you're telling me you wouldn't have done anything. I mean, come on, man. Who are we fooling here? You're not fooling anybody. You're not fooling me. You're not fooling yourself. You're not fooling God. Are you religious at all?
Yes.
You know God can read minds, right?
Yes.
So you know you're lying your ass off then. You know he think okay. So when you go up to the gates after you pass and he brings his day up to you, you think he's going to tell you that you're full of shit or we're telling the truth?
Yeah, that's the truth.
Oh, Donald. You're so full of shit. You're unbelievable, man. You're unbelievable. Like you are literally just unbelievable. This isn't somebody right here laying here who is just here to get your, just talk. You got to take some accountability in your life, man. You can't just live your life just lying to yourself over and over and over again. Yeah, I guess you're the first man on earth that drives up and down the street 5 times. Drives up and down the street 5 times. Tells her someone to come out of the gate. Waits till mom's gone. Sends hard pictures because you're aroused from talking to this chick, and then says, "Oh, but I wasn't going to do anything. I'm too scared." But doesn't go home. Do you see from an unbiased standpoint how that just doesn't make any sense?
I can see that.
Okay. So you're not some anomaly. You're not 1 in a trillion here, man. I don't think you would have said you f***ed up today if none of this if you didn't want any of this. But you know what? I guess I guess just some people are okay with lying and just completely avoiding the truth, and that's not what I thought of you before talking to you at all. I thought you'd be someone who's honest about it, who can admit a mistake, but you're definitely not that person. And I think that makes you worse than.
So the whole thing's a mistake.
Yeah, it was a mistake, dude. It was a mistake. And you were here to make a mistake today. Like, I already know if it was up to you, you would have had your sucked. I mean, I'm a guy too. You think I don't want my sucked by some pretty chick every single day? Of course I do. And I know that's what you wanted coming here too. But, you know, if I'm not even going to hear how you want it to happen or whatever, I can understand you not wanting to go into her apartment. I get that. I fully understand that. You remember at night when you would ask her to sneak out?
Mm-hmm.
How many times did you ask her to sneak out when it was nighttime? When it would be late at night?
Maybe twice, wasn't it?
Twice, yeah. Was that to see the sunset, Donald, when it was 10 p.m. at night, when the sun was caught up in the moment? Okay. So realistically, when you were trying to steer at night, what were you trying to do? Were you just horny and just needed somebody to get you off? Was that what it was, or what?
I guess hormones got the best of me.
Hormones got the best of you. Okay. So then there were a few times then, or I guess twice, where you were hoping to hang out with her to was it to have sex or just?
I guess it was just plain into like just caught up in the moment.
Well, yeah. So when you were caught up in those moments, like, were you hoping to just, you know, take her virginity, or were you just hoping to get sucked? To get what?
More just fantasy than live.
Well, you asked her straight up to hang out, and you were asking her to sneak out. So that's not a fantasy, because.
I didn't know if she was real.
Well, it doesn't really matter if you that doesn't really matter. It's what you were hoping she was.
Horny and boredom.
Horny and boredom. Okay. So if you're horny asking for a chick to sneak out at 10 p.m., what I'm asking, what were you envisioning in your mind when you were asking that? Were you envisioning? Were you just envisioning like or like what were you? When you asked her that, what were you envisioning? That's something that's probably important to know, Donald. So what were you envisioning?
Probably oral.
Okay. And that's when you asked her to sneak out?
I can't remember.
You can't remember? But you were horny when you asked her to sneak out. All right, well, that's interesting. Donald, are there any pictures on your phone that we need to get rid of that could be like potentially child? No. So if your phone was to be looked through right now, would there be anything on there that could get you in trouble? Would there be, Donald?
I think.
What are the chances you think there's some child, dude? I'm asking you, like 1 through 10. Let me know now.
I mean, I've got just pictures that say people sent me.
Okay, so they've sent you some child before then?
Not just, I mean, just pictures like selfies.
Okay, were they nude selfies?
No.
Huh? Huh? Were they nude selfies?
No.
No? How's it going, sir? Basically, I'm just talking to Donald right here. Donald, you're not going to talk to an 11-year-old girl again, are you?
No, sir.
Okay, you're not going to try to meet up with one again?
No, sir.
Okay. You're not going to send your hard to one again? Okay. You're not going to ask her to give you that shit again? Okay. So this is all your last time doing it, right?
Yes.
Okay. And these messages here pretty much reflect that?
Yes.
Okay. and you told me there was going to be a small chance that it could have gone down today.
I'd say it's small at the most.
Small at the most. And there were times where you asked her to hang out late at night where you were horny and were hoping for something, right? Is that what you told me?
Yes.
Okay. Did you hear that, officer?
What's going on?
Well, we have a group. We catch online child across the country called Poachers. We're from Houston, Texas, but we haven't been to Stuttgart, but we've been to other places in Arkansas. We have like good success. But Donald was here to meet who he thought was an 11-year-old girl for and all that type of stuff, and he sent multiple pictures to her, and he was kind of beating her. I mean, he admitted to sending those messages and the pics and all that, and admitted that he got hard from the conversation with her, but he was kind of going back and forth on whether he wanted to do anything with her today. Like, he was like, oh, small chance that wasn't going to happen, but he did say that he asked her to sneak out 2 times previously to do all that. So these are the messages here reflecting that.
Well, so I'm Officer Stuttgart Police. So, technicality here, I got a county unit on the way because this is technically not our jurisdiction, this road.
Okay.
The only jurisdiction we have on this road is those apartments.
Got it.
So there's a county unit on the way.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm not sure the time frame when he's going to be here.
Okay.
But I know there's a county unit on the way because this is technically this road is his jurisdiction. So.
Oh yeah, he also showed up with a as well, but he dropped the. We have the. He doesn't have it on his person right now, but we have the clip separated in the car, like from the. Yeah. So we have a group called Poachers where we catch online child across the country, usually by posing as minors online. We have arrests in 47 states, convictions in 40, including here in Arkansas. We haven't been to Stuttgart yet, but we've been like Paragould and all those places, and Hope, and just kind of around the state, but just never here. And Donald was messaging who he thought was an 11-year-old girl. He sent erect pictures to her that were taken specifically for her. And he also he did tell me, like, he arranged a meeting to have with her, and he did tell me in person that he sent all these messages. He kind of went back and forth whether he wanted to do anything or not, but he did say that he's talked to other minors online as well, and that people have offered to send him child claims that nobody ever has, but he's been on all these sites where he's like looking at pictures of underage kids that might be closed. But yeah, I mean, these messages are pretty damning. Usually when we have a situation like this in Arkansas, they get charged with like internet stalking of a child, so I believe that this would be the case here.
I'm going to make a phone call.
All right.
Because right now I'm trying to determine if this is going to be the city's jurisdiction or the county sheriff's jurisdiction.
Yeah, so
it's kind of iffy on this road.
Right. He showed up at the apartments there. That's where we're posing, and he was doing the messaging from the city. But you know, he was so nervous, like he was going up and down the street, and he eventually parked his car, walked down the street, and then we just came and approached him right here, I guess, in this county jurisdiction. But he was doing like all the shit in the city.
Okay. All right. Let me make a phone call. I'm gonna call my CID, my detectives.
All right.
I'm not sure.
Where's the gun at? The actual gun. We have the clip separate. I think we have it in the car. I want to say.
So you have the mag for the gun?
We do, yeah.
Where's the actual?
Oh, the gun might be in the field, but like there's nothing in the chamber. No. We just dropped it, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it should be unchambered. Probably serious. Let's do a little Twitter outro. Are we live right now, or did it? Dude, this pissed me the fuck off. Is it live working right now, or is it lagging?
It probably say what's working.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I probably just seen one of the apartments was bad. Dude, that's definitely the position of someone who's just there to give a hug and watch a sunset.
Yeah.
He just had a hoodie and a just like, you know.
You wanted to go for here?
Yeah. All right, what's up, guys?
Wait.
I'm ready to get this fucking. Hey, do you mind just laying back down just so we can? Do you mind just laying back down?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, what the? All right, well, I was kind of hoping to do a just little outro for the. It would look a lot better if you were just laying down. Do you mind just? Hey, Donald, please, man, Donald, come on, man. I mean, this is egregious. All right, man. Join locals in the pinned comment. Over 100 videos, early and uncensored. We do travel most catch sickest. This guy was a little bit of a stickler, but please. All right, whatever. I mean, I think he's just being rude at this point. I mean, seriously. I mean, he must have known we're. I mean, what the? I mean, this is like. I mean, I don't even know what to do with it anymore at this point. Like, yeah, I guess join locals in the pinned comment. Get you some. I mean, this is kind of egregious that he was just laying down. We're gonna have an awesome outro, and then he just gets up. I mean, seriously. I mean, this is pissing me off. Is live not lagging now?
No, it's literally, I kid you not, it was just at the apartment.
Just at the apartments? Donald, please, bro. Yeah, there's no other way.
Yeah, Andy.
That's nuts. He brought the in this.
No, and it was loaded.
Yeah.
Like he had it ready to
Oh,
go.
it wasn't safety?
No.
Oh.
Like there was one in the chamber and everything.
God damn. Wait, was it Glock? Was it a Glock?
Nah, it was another different.
So the safety was off.
Yeah. Holy. There's one in the chamber. Ready to go.
That's wild, dude. Who knows what he was preparing for?
Yeah.
I mean, that's like. I mean, I understand, like, having a gun in your car or something. That might not necessarily mean anything, but, like, straight up.
To meet a kid.
Yeah, I mean, that was a decision to put that. Do that, yeah. I mean, because there's no way he's riding in the car with that right there. That's a decision he made. Holy. Well, I'm glad we actually quick on that because, goddamn, definitely would not have talked to him this long if he had that. Hell, man. Whew. He was such a lying piece of shit. I mean, he did say in the chats about Telegram that it's just a bunch of scammers on there. So who knows about the Telegram? But man, bro, I wasn't here to do anything but a piece of dog shit. I'll do a little Twitter outro.
So, do you mind if I? Oh, absolutely. Oh. Because this is the first time we've dealt with something. Oh, this. Let's mean, there was some organization that got some guy like working out of the country club, but like they wouldn't give a hand over any kind of like evidence or nothing.
So these are, she said right here, just so you have a reference. He admitted that's his bid. As for get my other phone, please.
I'm Sergeant Hardman, Stuttgart Police Department.
If you want to get ad-free access of our rawest, unedited, and uncensored catches, exclusive live streams, and behind-the-scenes phone calls, join our locals for the low price of just $10 a month. And don't forget to get yourself something new like our exclusive Air Gordon t-shirt, only on PredatorPoachers.com.